Okay, Abed, I'm going to make you the presenter, which is going to give you the capability to share a screen if you like. Otherwise, I will go to your website and show it. And we're very much looking forward to meeting you. Welcome to F.A.C.E, Abed. You are now the presenter.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Dale. It's a great honor to be here with you today. Yeah, we can go to the website.
Okay.
I'm very happy to be here because I saw some of your webinars. I saw a lot of work already done in your side, and it's a great pleasure to be with you today.
Oh well, I appreciate it because even though crypto has become much more popular over the last couple of years, for me, consider you're talking to a novice. I mean, I can trade anything if I have a chart, but what interested me was that you have a platform for people being able to become crypto savers and not traders, but savers. So I'd like to start, Abed, with, I looked at your background. It's very accomplished. Tell us about what you were doing before you entered the crypto arena, and what was it that brought you into cryptocurrency?
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. So my background, as you probably seen in my profile, I'm someone in the data side. So I'm someone who worked in a lot of companies, have near 20 years experience in data. Okay. And every time when I saw some very interesting subject, I try to look at the problem more in data side rather than looking at the way how people are doing. So the way how people are doing is great, is a great insight in the beginning. But if you look at the data, sometimes you find something very interesting. Like trading, I helped my team in my previous company in the energy market. So trying to trade and try to get a better price and also a better profit when we trade the electricity and the gas. But it was also very interesting to work with them on this side, and that's why I jumped on cryptocurrency. So when I look at this problem with them, is like again a story that every time I look at this video, like just the previous one, I feel like, as he said, the previous person, which was very interesting, he said we can spend hours and hours talking about the trend and the chart and trying to find the best trend and try to find when it will be a good reversal and when we can make money at the end of the day is what we want to do. So I was like, why people are wasting their time on doing this kind of thing? Because we have data, we should understand. So if we got all this historical data, why not looking at the data side? So
okay, so are you in favor of people giving up the subjectivity and discretionary type trading to have something like an algo or some type of robot generating this so they could be on their sailboat or doing whatever else they want to do?
It depends, because you can, as you know, all the bots that existing in the market right now, all the bots can do whatever you want. So you can set up your strategy. So if you want to create a bot very performant, it's not that easy, and everyone knows that. One strategy can't fit every time, can't fit all the purpose, fit.
You're always those guys are always tweaking it, aren't they, Abed?
Exactly.
Because the market is ever changing. Here's a quote from a guy I interviewed. He goes, "The market's job is to convince you it's something it isn't."
Exactly. So that's why now we are on the stage of this is the part of the company we worked, and that's why I worked with my previous person and trading in my old company. Is we are not looking at the bot and algorithmic way to do things, because algorithmic way is quite easy to do it. Like if you show me the chart, I can probably create a bot and do it, but subjectivity, the news, what's happening in the market change a lot of view, and the subjectivity of the trader is very important in this side. So that's why, the new field, the real field that is coming very, very fast now is more having an
AI.
Exactly.
That's so where you're going. So you know what?
Yeah.
My intelligence, whatever the level, is real. What's what's the edge with artificial intelligence? Because it's not real, so it's created by us. The edge is, could the edge be that there's no emotions and psychology playing a role in it, that it's strictly, I knew a guy on the floor who his saying was, Dale, be a machine. Okay, so is that the big edge with AI?
Let me correct something that people probably misunderstand about AI.
I'm a neophyte with AI because I have a hard time with my real intelligence, let alone understanding artificial. So yeah, I appreciate it. Go ahead.
The way to use AI in this area is not to say it's not to say people are not intelligent. It's not that. It's the way to make sure that there is no emotion in that. And the way to use AI is real AI is to understand the market, and after that, not doing probably the same thing, is to understand the full picture of the data, full picture of what's happening in the market, and after that, doing the right move. So AI is very powerful to just, in cryptocurrency, we are using AI for why? Because this market is 24 hours, 7 days in a week.
Very true. So I never thought there would be anything more extreme than FX. And at least in FX, we get a day off. But you're right, crypto, never. It's around the clock. It takes a machine to pay attention. Or a disciplined technician that trusts his orders and places the orders and knows why he wants to get in somewhere, where he's wrong, and if he's right, what he's looking for. And then you don't change your destiny by looking at it anyway.
Yeah. And the fact that I saw a lot of now, the trend of AI is going too much crazy in terms of, I saw a lot of companies using the terminology AI just for marketing purposes. So I really want to infer the definition of AI, what is really AI, and what is not AI. So when I saw a lot of people creating only a bot, so like analysis and having a mathematical formula, just trying to do a simple strategy. So I heard the company doing 3 exponential moving average strategy, and that's it. So we automatize that and say this is AI. That's not AI. So when you have a code, a bot that is doing a rule-based engine, so basically on if and else. So if that happen, I will do that. That's nothing more than just a rule-based analysis, a rule-based engine, and that's not AI.
Okay.
AI is starting to be the first level. I will say the AI is just machine learning. So machine learning is what is understanding the past, and in much efficient way to try to predict the future. So when I said that, basically a supervised learning. So what is supervised learning? Exactly that. So you take the input of the past, input of all the data you've got in the past. So that's why most of the machine learning algorithms that people are using, they try to add more data in the input. So in the input, your first input obviously is your price. So is the high and low, your bid and the ask, etc. But people will add more data in this, like all the financial indicators that people are using, moving average and Bollinger Bands, etc. So to add more features, and after that, try to modelize that to a machine learning, and the machine will try to predict the future based on the experience of the past. Okay? So that's basically a supervised learning. So if you look at that at this point of view, we were already in technology very far in this area. And have you heard about the AlphaGo from DeepMind? Sorry for that. Have you heard about Alpha? Sorry of that. Have you heard about AlphaGo from DeepMind?
No.
So DeepMind is a company now bought by Google. So what they've done is, you heard about the chess game. They didn't do that in chess game.
All right, is that kind of, I haven't, but is that like, a lot of people will look at Google for, keywords that,
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No. It's about the game.
I'm not.
Sorry. No worries. We have the time to talk about that.
Okay.
DeepMind, they did supervised learning, so about the game of Go. So the Go is more complicated than the chess game because they have lot of possibilities, and it's quite difficult to understand how a game is work. So what they've done, they give that to they give 20 million games to a man to understand the game, to understand all the games in the world, very complicated games, to understand how to win. So they did a supervised learning, and this model, model machine learning, they play after that. After learning 20 million games, they play with the two best Go champions.
Yes.
And they beat it with 20 million games learning.
Wow.
So was not that was published a long time ago already, but what they've done now, we are on the new age of AI.
Okay, is Watson AI?
Watson is one of the feature AI. Watson is very good on NLP side, so this is another feature. I can talk about NLP in a couple of minutes. I just want to finish with DeepMind. After that, DeepMind, what they've done is to create a new field of AI. It's called reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is the new way. So that's why I said AI is evolving very, very fast. And that was not a long time ago. It was just at least 1 hour ago, 1 year ago. So 1 year ago, what they've done is the reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is what? Is learning without data. So learning by experience. So what they've done roughly, they do exactly the same thing with the Go game. And what they've done, they not give any games to the machine. They just explain to the machine how it works and how they will lose and how they will win. So it's explaining the rules of the game. That's it. And the machine play against itself. And after 4 million, only 4 million games, it won against the AlphaGo, the previous version, with only 4 million. So that means we are now on the stage of how to understand the data, how to use the data to understand the pattern of the past, understand also how things. The reinforcement learning is a next step ahead, is used now mostly in gaming. It's not using a lot on the trading side, but we are starting to use it a little bit. We're starting to use it to understand more about the experience of trading, not about having data from the past, but also playing with the past to say, okay, if you are doing that with this data, you will lose. If you are doing that, you will win. And that's a new field that's coming very, very fast in the AI side. So,
okay.
So
can you show us what you've come up with, or give us a glimpse into what your conviction about this obviously is very strong, and there's a great case made for machine over man, and you talk about the evolution of what's happened, and it sounds like we're entering a new paradigm. Am I reading you correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I think also it's going very fast. Jan LeCun, who is the researcher of Facebook in AI, he said that obviously because he's the father of the deep learning, and he's involving a lot on the supervised learning in deep learning, and also in reinforcement learning in deep learning. He said it's going so fast. We saw a lot of companies are running that. The problem we are facing now is we don't want this, what you said. We don't want human against machine. We want the human to use the machine for the humans. There is no thing about having a fight. There is nothing about fear of new technology. We need to think about, okay, AI will probably disturb something. We'll probably lose some jobs, and
displacement of people. Yeah.
However, that's also a role of people who think that is very good, and leaders to probably also educate people on this side to make people growing in this side, because there is a place to everyone in this field, because there is a lot of lot of verticals, a market to do with it, and to make this world better. So that's why
do you think that Toffler foresaw this when he wrote the book Future Shock? You know, about the thing, you know, it was written in about the 80s or 90s about, you know, information growing and just things changing so quickly that it overwhelms people.
Yeah, I think it's not. Yeah, the technology is evolving quickly, but I don't think the world will change quickly. So it's you know, when you have a new technology, it takes time to disturb really the market and change radically. You know, the technology of self-driving is there for a long time, and we didn't see a lot now. So it takes time to come, but it's so fascinating that we're just starting to use it for this project, and we think that it's a way to do things.
All right, so say right now, and you know, if it's over my head, a lot of this, it may be over others, and you know, when you're an expert, like you know, I talk about trading to people who are new, you know, a lot of it goes over the head. Why don't we do this, Abed? I want to sign up, subscribe, or be a client. Show me why. Show me your product and why. And why. Give me the whys that I want to do business with you.
Yeah, okay, no problem. The why is just in front of you.
Yeah. So the why, I could be laying on a chair, a chaise lounge, staring at the ocean. That's everyone's goal. How do I get there?
So it's the first. So AIE by Pinkert is the first fully automated investment platform on cryptocurrency. So the fact is just a passive income that anyone can do it. Anyone. So there is some restriction. I will show you why. Because we are currently only accepting crypto in the start, but we will open the fiat money very soon.
Has there been any drawdowns with this code that you're using, or AI? Because you know, in everything, you still need risk management. What's been the worst drawdown? I know that they still have to have losing positions, even though they're a machine without emotions. So, do you experience drawdown periods?
So yeah, we have some. So the thing with cryptocurrency, we have some black swan in crypto, a lot of them. But the thing in cryptocurrency, what is very interesting and very nice, is that all the data is in the blockchains. So when you saw in the market, in some exchange, because we're talking in cryptocurrency, different exchange where the people are exchanging their cryptos. And each exchange has a different fee, taking fee on that. So
that's a good segue to where you trade your stuff, because none of them are really regulated. Do you spread it around to different exchanges, or which one do you feel most comfortable leaving balances with?
Yeah, we are using only one exchange right now, but the product could work on any exchange anyway. Okay. So we're working on the biggest one called Binance, right? And because basically it has the great volume, and the API is quite very strong, and is quite very the Binance is one of the best exchange in the world right now in the crypto exchange. And the volume is not something that they play with. There is a lot of things has been done on this exchange, and it seems that the volume is real. So that's great. So the thing is, even in an exchange, what's happened is that all the exchange, all the payment is in the blockchain anyway. So the thing is, people are missing something when they try to do this kind of work. Is not just analyzing the volume, the price, the high and low, the market weight, the ask and the bid. It's not just that, the orders, because if they just do that, it's just a classic analyzing on the trending market. We are also using data from the blockchains. Why? Because this is a way to see if something bad will happen. So black swans are in the crypto are mostly coming on a strong, a strange habit in the blockchain. So when we see like a lot of bitcoins moving from an address to an address, it sounds bizarre. So this is where we protect most of the case, and when we understand more of the case. The other case when we see a lot of movement is when we have a big signal on Twitter and on Google News. So when there is a big announcement from a project, so this is where what's happened. We didn't see a lot of news that is negative. Mostly of the news is really positive, but it happens. It happens when it's very negative. The last one was when the last election has fallen down, so that created a little bit disruption in the market, but it was not that heavy. So most of the time when there is a big drop, is when there is a suspicious movement on the blockchain. So this data
do you have a track record of real-time trading with your system?
Yeah, we are in the machine. The AI is refreshing every minute. So every minute we are reforecasting all the price and all the movement of the major cryptos.
Do you trade that? Do you trade that every with your own skin in the game?
So we are trading. So what's the question? Sorry.
Do you put your own money on the line with your belief in this AI program that you have? Do you have skin in the game?
Yeah, we have an account. I have my personal account in there, and we have some accounts on the company.
Okay. Using that sends a message, doesn't it? Rather than just being other people's money. I think that if you believe enough in what you're doing, that you also have to assume the risk you're asking others to assume. Don't you think?
Yeah, we have tested a lot of times, so we are using our money, and we are happy to use our money on our product.
All right,
so
it's a great to know.
AIE.io. So this is the website, and we show the performance of the top 5, the bottom 5 of the portfolio. So this is the real customers, and this is the portfolio we've got. So this is a monthly profit. So the best is 6% per month. This is what we are doing right now, and they are all on the aggressive style. And the lowest one is only 0.11%. Is a moderate profile icons. So we have some videos to explain. We have another Ask Eve, is the MVP tool. I can explain about Ask Eve. And this is the roadmap. We shared every time we move something, we shared the date, and we are happy to announce that's happened. So we still, we believe we're still on beta version, but we already have more than 200 customers in there. And we have near 400 customers who were not there, but they expressed interest when they want the credit card payment on that. So we are just started. Which is great.
So you're in beta. You're in the beta phase now. I just noticed,
Go
ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The live version will be on the end of Q2 this year.
Okay. Well, you know what, Abed, I'm so glad I brought you here, because I'm going to pay attention to the evolution of your company. I'd appreciate if you stay in touch and keep me informed. And also I want to congratulate you on, I can just see all the hard work And even though it's AI and machine learning and everything, this was built with human blood, sweat, and tears. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Yeah,
what very interesting project, and glad our paths crossed on Twitter.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying this is exactly what I try to explain people. AI not means that it's a robot and there is no human behind. There are some people working on it. You know, there's a lot of people who ask me this. You are doing this performance, so 6% for the best one. That's great. So why you not keep this product for you and stop working? I said to them, look, I have lot of work. I did a lot of work on data. I believe that we can do something with the data. We can do something with our skills to change a little bit the world. I know that our product we can't get 100% of the market, but this is just a piece of work that could be change the life of a lot of people. And just for that, the team is so happy to work on it. Because this is something that
next time, everyone gets asked that question, and I have a response for you. We're like farmers who plant good seed and have a crop, not just to feed our family, but to feed others.
Yeah, completely agree.
You like that?
I like that.
My life is like a farmer, up before sunrise, asleep after sundown, except that I nurture seeds of greed for the harvest of pips.
I will use that.
Anyway, Abed, I wish you a lot of success. I could tell from your passion you're gonna have plenty.
Yeah. So this is the If I have 5 other minutes, it's possible.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to show you the portfolio. So this is one of our customers, not the best one, obviously, but just demo. This is what we show. This is also in the mobile app, so in Android and in iPhone, in iOS. So this is what we show to the customer. This is the total asset, and this is what we use right now for the ongoing trades. And this is the credit. So for all the credit trades, we give all the trades we've done for the customer. So which coin we trade and what we buy, what we lost. So we are only using long trades right now because Binance only available long trade. We are not shorting coins, but it's all right. And he can cash out because every time we trade is filled, we give that to his sweet pot, and he can cash out when he wants. He can reinvest if he wants, and he can also, we will put that in the next week. He can withdraw when he wants.
Okay, so, and it also looks like you have very reasonable low minimums to test the waters. Do you have a minimum? Well, like this is $263, right?
Yeah, so the minimum is 100.
Okay, that's a low minimum. Okay, so almost anyone's suitable to try it because people spend that on lottery tickets when they should be buying, milk.
That's why we did. Yeah, that's why we did the low minimum of 100. I know that people wanted to try and test it, and also the model is very, very easy. That's why we want to attract people on this and say that that's very, very, very fair. We didn't charge for the creating an account. We didn't charge for withdrawal. We only charge 25% of the profit. So every time we make a profit, we take 25%.
Okay. All right. So what's the best way besides Twitter? And the name of the company is Peculium, right? Or that's the handle?
So the Peculium is the company who did the token. So for instance, is a utility token. So we did an ICO for that. So the Peculium token is called PCL. So that's why it's a utility token. So if you have some PCL token, you can use it to pay the fee. So if you are using PCL paying the fee, we drop by 50% the fee. So we're not taking 25%. We're only taking 12.5% in PCL token. Okay. So it's the way to people to use the PCL token. But the company itself who did this tool is AIEVE. So it's AIEVE in the website aieve.io, and it's a company registered in the UK.
Okay. And like all of these companies, unregulated, right?
Yes, so we can't. That's a problem. So we really want. So we have a lawyer who look at that. The problem is that we can't regulate in the F.C.E because the F.C.E didn't regulate any company on this field. You only regulate if you only regulate if you are a derivative of crypto, but we are not. But we keep an eye. So anyway, if the F.C.E wanted to regulate this market, we will be so happy to do that. So
yeah, I think it would help the industry because investors, whether or not it's true or not, would feel safer. So yeah. Anyway, Abed, great meeting you. I wish you a lot of success, and perhaps we'll get together a little bit down the line when you're maybe out of beta testing and you're going live, and see how things are going for you and your people. And in the meantime, as I said before, I wish you all the success in the cosmos.
Yeah, thank you very much, and you too. I think you did also a great job. All this webinar every day, every time, so it's fantastic. Thank you for inviting me, and it's a great honor to have a chat with you.
All right, right back at you, brother. You're my trading warrior brother now, and Abed, have a great weekend. And that's a wrap for us, everybody. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And I'd like to wish everyone a great weekend, and I'll see everyone on Monday.
You too. Have a nice weekend.
Oh, and you're welcome, Hamid. What do you say, Dale? Have a great weekend, and thank you very much for all the effort sacrifices you make to give us a vision. Wow, that's a way to end a week. Thank you so much, and I'll see everyone on Monday. Enjoy. I'll be watching hoops. The Sweet 16, I think, is it'll be down to the Elite 8. Everyone have a great weekend. Adios, and thanks again, Abed.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.